Right foot out. Don't forget it.
Oh, you're right. I wouldn't forget it.
Right foot out. Don't forget it.
Okay.
I don't even know. Like, I'm so whack with my. My desk just collapsed.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
What is up, party people? Welcome to this week's episode of Saturdays and Seltzers. Feel free to subscribe if you are new here and watching on YouTube, like our podcast on Spotify, or leave us a review on Apple. My name is Kendra Middleton, and I'm joined by Haley DeMello and Tyler, the intern. Happy Wednesday. We are recording this on Wednesday, but it'll come out on Friday for listeners and Saturday for YouTube people. So if we get anything wrong, no, we didn't. We're recording early, so Survivor picks are on the way. But we start every show with our high-low hero, which is our high of the last week, low of the last week, and something unexpectedly good as your hero that happened to you. Haley, hi, how are we? What was your high of the week?
Hey, babe. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It is my birthday. Happy International Women's Day
Wednesday,
as well.
Yeah. When we're filming. My high is that March Madness is coming up, and I am so excited, and it's right around St. Patrick's Day. That's exactly how it was last year, and we just went out to the bars for St. Patrick's Day and just watched a bunch of March Madness. So I'm excited to just be college basketball all the time. For like the next couple weeks.
Play March Madness by Future.
I have been listening to the theme song. Like, I listened to it in the office, like mess with my friends. And it just gets me so amped. I'm really excited.
I feel like that's a collective high for this group. March Madness is like one of the best few weeks of the year. I love when there's games on every hour of every day, though. Like the World Cup makes me like that. The Olympics, it's just A+.
Yeah. Keeps me entertained, you know?
Yeah, same. All right, Tyler, your high. Also, how are we?
We're good. We're good. Tom Brady this week said he's a cat guy, so that's my high. Big win for the Sad Cat community, Sad Cat Parlay, the Sad Cat brand, all of the above.
We do be loving sad cats around here. If you missed this headline, Tom Brady was rumored to, I was going to talk about this in our NFL segment, but I'm glad we're talking about it here. But he was rumored, and I feel as though people are not going to let him retire peacefully. It just doesn't matter what it is. It's always going to be, could Tom Brady be coming out of retirement? But he responded saying that he was not coming back to the NFL because he got was it like a 2-week-old kid?
Yeah, I think he said something like, if you think I'm coming back to football because of retirement and I have nothing to do, you're wrong because I just adopted like a 2-month-old cat or something.
Yeah,
paraphrasing.
For his daughter.
Loose paraphrasing.
For Vivi, that's so cute.
We need pictures of this cat. I don't know how we haven't gotten them yet.
I know. You can't drop that you're a cat grandparent and then not drop pictures of the cat.
Put any pictures out.
Yeah, like drop the pussy on the TL, please and thank you. We need cat pics.
I just think it's sus timing because now when you look up NFL quarterback cat guy, it's not going to be the Joe Burrow clip.
Ooh, that's
I didn't think of that.
So I just think it's really interesting that it got like pretty viral that Joe Burrow was a cat guy, and now, but that's okay. It's none of my business.
We haven't seen any pictures of Joe's cat either, though. So
yeah, that's true. Do we even know Joe's cat's name?
I don't even know if we know that he has a cat. We just know he is a cat guy.
He is a cat guy.
Oh, so no, I didn't. I thought that we were for sure he has a cat.
I don't know. We might be for sure. We might be for sure. But the only clip I know is him saying that he's a cat guy. He didn't say if he had a cat. He just said he's a cat guy.
Yeah, I did see the clip where he said he is a cat guy, big cat guy. But
so
when you play
Tom
for the
Brady
Bengals,
could have a cat but not be a cat guy though.
But he doesn't play for a cat team.
This is all true.
These are all facts that we can.
Yeah. These are all facts.
Like Joe Burrow could just be saying that because he plays for the Bengals, or he could actually be a cat guy, or it could be both.
Oh, interesting.
That is very true. That is very, he could just be there for the brand. We're
See,
gonna
like,
have to Joe, come on the show and defend yourself.
Yeah, come stand cats.
We need to figure this out immediately.
But that's how we became the Sad Cat Podcast. Like, none of us currently own cats.
Hey,
I mean,
I have 6 of them. Thank you.
But not in your apartment.
That's true. Yeah, not in my apartment. They're back.
And the Jags were
home.
sad cats. The Lions are sad cats. So, like, we don't have cats, but we are cat people.
This is true.
Correct.
This is
Are
true.
we liars?
This is true. We might be liars.
Wow.
We might be just as bad as Joe Burrow.
Damn.
I don't think we can throw stones if we live in a glass house.
That's
but
true.
I also don't. But we haven't seen pictures of this fucking cat. We don't know if Tom Brady has a hypothetical
back to
cat.
the problem at hand. Tom Brady. We still need pictures of the cat, regardless of
Either
this
way,
conversation.
In either scenario.
Yeah.
We need all the photos.
Yes.
All right. Well, my real high is some Jags related stuff that I'll leave for NFL. So my actual high is that I get to see all my friends. Well, not all of my friends, but a majority of my friends, like half of my friends on Friday night at the casino. Woo. Haley, I will see Friday.
Woo, I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun.
All right. I have tea that I'm going to talk about here and only here because I do love this restaurant. It's one of my favorites in town. So I'm hoping that I can like reverse Uno them. But here's the thing. So I wanted to go to this restaurant. Well, we have already gone when this comes out. Yes, we'll have already gone, so I can drop the name. I'm not going to drop the name, just in case. But this restaurant that I really like, that I have worked with, made content for in the past, I wanted to go and get just desserts with my friends before we went and did some gambling. And so I called and I was like, hi, can I make a reservation? And they were like, how many people? And then it was like, if you have more than 12 people, you have to put down $75 a person. When I am like, okay, I just want to get dessert, whatever. But like, I understand that. The thing that triggered me was that you have to sign a legal contract and put down $75 ahead. I am not signing a legal document to get some fucking baked Alaska. I'm just not.
No, like a waiver?
I don't fucking know, dude. They
or
were
a
like,
contract?
It's
like you won't back out of the reservation?
Yeah. It's like a
what the
contract.
fuck is this place?
It's in.
You're gonna need to send me the name after the show because I need to look up the menu at this point. It's
fucking phenomenal, and they treated me very well when I went last time, and I love the food. But I'm like,
they didn't make you sign this last time, or I guess you were working with them.
I was working with them, but it was only me and one other person. But I guess if you have a party over 12 people, you have to put down $75 a person and fill out like a legal contract. And I was just crazy. Like, this is egregious just to get some fucking cake here.
Yeah. That's literally crazy.
Have you been anywhere else that does stuff like that?
Never, literally never. But like, that's the thing is how often are you sitting a party that size? But like, I have sat with a party that size at another restaurant in the same building.
Yeah, I feel like I've gone to plenty of restaurants with like my extended family and stuff and never had this.
So here's how I'm going to try and reverse Uno them. I'm going to try and walk in with this amount of people and get a table, or say that they can just put us at 2 different tables and then we can all meet up after to go gamble. Even though I don't really gamble, I just put $40 in a slot machine every year on my birthday.
I was like, we should do something else, like, because you don't gamble.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put $40 in some penny slots and let her rip. Yeah,
we'll bool.
Yeah, so maybe we'll sneak into like a club or something. I don't know. Fuck it. We'll see. But like, that's aggressive to just, even if I was going to get dinner and whatever too, like I still wouldn't want to do that.
No, it's spooky.
Yeah, so that my high turned into a low, but I swear it's actually a high. But it's just me trying to reverse Uno them now to this point. But I am seeing all my friends. I don't care if I have to eat a Dunkin' Donuts donut on the floor of the casino. I truly, honestly would rather that.
Yeah, I've never been, so I'm excited.
So that's the plan. Regardless, that is my high. Haley, what is your low?
So my low is kind of a self-report because I am a huge closeted Ghost Adventures fan. I've been watching Ghost Adventures since I was
wondering what GA was.
A teeny tiny baby. Love that show. And I won't expose who it is, but somebody else that works on this podcast is also a fan. That's not Kendra. And that person had told me during the week that there were new episodes that were coming out, which was super exciting because just recently we were discussing it's been quite a hiatus. I'm talking like I have ad-free Discovery Plus to watch this. Like it's like deep. And come to find out that they were vastly mistaken, and there were indeed no new episodes coming out, and we don't even know when the new season's coming out. So really got my hopes up for nothing. Hawaiian.
Yeah, I wonder who that guy was. Sounds like a dick.
No, I'm still upset if he's out there listening.
It was me, okay? I'm sorry. I was just as upset about it. It kind of is, but I'm just as upset about it as she is.
That's a
Believe
valid point.
me, because they fooled me too. They just like to put out old episodes and claim they're new. I don't know what they're doing.
Those bastards. We should cut this clip and tell them you guys suck, even though I didn't know what
No, I don't want to do that because I actually want to work for them. Because I want to work on that ghost hunting show so bad.
Tyler, that is so creepy.
Especially from me. Well, I don't believe in any of it, Kendra.
No.
I believe in none of it.
That's true.
That's the funniest, the most ironic part.
But see, Tyler, you say that like it's like, oh, God. Like, but that is the craziest part. That you watch it so extensively and don't.
Yeah, no, I realize this. I don't know why. I don't know what to tell you. It's a psychological thing. Probably it's an issue.
It's like me not thinking I'm ticklish. Like I just think if you're ticklish, you're a pussy.
But it's like me not believing in Bigfoot and searching for Bigfoot every weekend.
I kind of believe in Bigfoot, dude, though.
Yeah, you don't believe in Bigfoot?
I think he's more plausible than ghosts.
I can't go ghosts. I can't go based off you though because you hate joy and the human experience. So
you do.
So I hate ghosts. That's
no, but if you didn't believe in Bigfoot, I wouldn't be shocked.
I think Tyler wants to be a ghost.
Bigfoot's more possible because he's an animal that just could be off hiding in the forest somewhere. When you're gonna tell me there's ghosts, just
what about a Yeti?
About,
what's your stance on a Yeti?
Ooh, good question, Haley.
I think it's just a ice type Bigfoot. It's like
an
Pokemon.
So it's equally as plausible.
Equally as plausible, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pro ice Bigfoot.
Mothman of West Virginia.
Interesting.
He's possible.
It's a pro mammoth podcast. God damn it!
Hey, mammoths are going to be back 40 years.
We talked about this.
Bringing them back.
Steph. Anyways, stay hydrated, queens. We are drinking lots of water. Hydrated. All right, Tyler. What's your real low?
My real low is that Nashville's just packed. The March Madness is going on, or about to be going on, and it's the conference championships, and we are hosting the SEC. So that's great, and the streets are packed. It took me about 25 minutes to get home. I live like an hour out of the city, or like not an hour, 15 minutes out of the city.
You
the
guys
best conference in college sports, some are saying.
It is supremacy.
It's no Sun Belt.
This is no SEC supremacy. Wait, I have a question though, because we all know this is my favorite question. Tyler did happen to mention to me that on his way home he was stopping for Chick-fil-A.
I did.
And I need to know what your order is.
Good question.
So my order, I don't get any French fries usually, but I did today. I don't know why. It just felt like a French fry. I usually get a spicy deluxe.
Ooh, good one. Okay, what
spicy
sauces?
Deluxe. I usually just get the sandwich, and then I also get a side of nuggets.
You had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
What sauces really though?
I'm just a Chick-fil-A sauce guy. I used to be a big fan of Polynesian.
I was just gonna say, have you had the Polynesian?
I have had the Polynesian. I used to be a massive fan of it, but I kind of like fallen from it the past couple of years. Doesn't get me as much as it used to.
All right, hear me out. You gotta get the spicy deluxe, and you gotta put honey on it.
Oh, I bet that's great. Yeah, honey on chicken is
straight up, because it's like Chick-fil-A Nashville hot chicken in a way.
Well, I gotta be careful saying that around here.
I know, but I'm just saying. Yeah, that's true. People down there
might get
whack
shot
about
in the street.
It's true in broad daylight. Truly. All right, that's a decent low. Mine is that Timo Meier got traded to the New Jersey Devils for dog water. We traded away everything we had and have nothing to show for it, and will have nothing to show for it. So, rip. That's all I have to say about that.
I went out for the boys.
It's okay because like I have a lot of friends who are Devils fans, and I don't dislike the Devils. I think they're a young team and they're a fun team. But it's just depressing that we gave away basically all we had to our names for like nothing. I don't know. It's just annoying. I'm over it. Like I think the entire fan base is over it. People are calling for heads. Something's got to change. It's going to change. But like, damn, that hurts to let go because that's like literally all we had. So that was my low. Haley, hero.
My hero is Kendra because it's her birthday. So shout out to Kendra. I appreciate you.
Love you.
Love you.
There's a train
and the
going
train.
by. I apologize.
Yeah.
Special guest, the train
making
is back.
Yes.
making a reoccurring appearance.
Right at
count
7
one.
o'clock Central Time.
Which
Just like last time.
really speaks to our consistency here
Yeah.
on the pod.
Alert.
Yeah.
Tyler, what's your hero?
So my hero, you may have heard, Hannah Montana's fucking back, baby.
I did not hear this.
You didn't hear?
No.
Well, so Miley Cyrus, I don't know the details. I just know it from like a single tweet that I saw.
Oh, really? That's really interesting. A single tweet that you saw?
Well, that you sent to me.
Interesting.
But she's doing some sort of performance on Disney Plus, and she's performing The Climb. Which
Is that confirmed?
It was
Or
in
are you just
the
making that up?
trailer.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I could be being lied. She could be lying to me.
But
It would break my heart if she's
be
lying to
watching
me.
for.
That's all I'll be watching for. Yeah, absolutely. I could care less about any other song she has. I just want to listen to The Climb.
I
You're
will
such
never
a
forget
fake fan.
when that song
I'm a
came
fake
on
fan
at
of The
bar.
Climb.
No, you're a fake Miley
I'll never
Cyrus
forget
fan.
that moment either.
You guys went
It was the best
fucking
night of my
nuts.
life.
That was
because of The
that
Climb.
was probably one of the top 3 moments of my life.
It was
We went to
incredible.
It was our first night in Nashville when we went for the Jags game, and The Climb came on at Tin Roof at like 1 o'clock in the morning on a was it Thursday night?
It was a Thursday night, yeah, because you all had just gotten into town.
And these two just went apeshit, and it was
My
wild.
jaw literally dropped to the ground.
There's a deep lore behind that song and Tyler and I's friendship.
The Climb is it's the pinnacle of music. Modern music. The Climb is the pinnacle of modern music.
Are we sure about that take?
Oh, I will die on that hill, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got a whole group chat of guys that I went to high school with that would also die on that hill.
Yeah.
Right there with me. There are dozens of us.
There are.
How did this happen?
Yeah, I'm telling you, Kendra.
Honestly,
I don't think you
I
understand
don't even
how deep
remember
this
back
goes.
to the lore of when we discovered the song in high school. She had just came out with it. I think it was because that movie she made with Liam Hemsworth. Wasn't that when it made its debut?
No, it was from the Hannah Montana movie.
Was it from the Hannah
It
Montana
was before
movie?
that.
Oh, they're very close. They were like 1 and 2.
That movie had a banger as well. Crazier by Taylor Swift.
And is that a song?
Why did she have a
Kendra
song
hates
in
Taylor
the
Swift.
I
Miley
don't
Cyrus?
hate Taylor Swift. I just don't care. Come at me correct.
I have no
Rawr!
issue with Taylor. For the
XD.
people out there listening, the Taylor fans, I have no problem with Taylor Swift. Don't attack
All right.
me.
Kendra, can you tell us your hero? Because it kind of was also my hero of the week.
Yeah, but I do have to say the TikTok of Trevor Zegras that was like, do you guys remember the papaya trend? No? Okay, never mind. Anyways.
We don't get any more info than that. Just
Just like
papaya.
the one where like the papaya opens from the helicopter.
Oh, I don't know.
I sound insane right now. Anyways, it's a Mitts and Chicks TikTok, but it's so fucking funny. I'll have to post it. But it's like Trevor Zegras talking about like Taylor Swift. It's funny. I'll find it.
Oh my god! Please send that to me. I can't believe I didn't see that. Fuck.
The papaya with the helicopter. Really explanatory. My hero is that Chili's acknowledged us on fucking Twitter.
Oh my God. I just realized I have a Chili's shirt, like a waiter shirt. I should have worn it. I'm so mad.
Did you work at Chili's?
No, so I used to go every Thursday with my best friends back home when I was in high school. Shout out Bella and Liz. And we would go every single week and we knew all the waiters in Bellingham, Mass, the Bellingham Chili's. And they did a promotion one year that was like guac. It was like guac, yeah, was the shirt. And I was like, I want that shirt. Like, that's hilarious. Like, it's just an avocado that says guac, yeah, on it. And I begged like 3 people that worked at that Chili's to have them give it to me. And they were like, no, no, no. So I was on Poshmark one day and I found the shirt, the exact like guac yeah shirt. And the girl had worked at Chili's and like tie-dyed it and bleached it. It looked like super cool. So I bought it.
I need you to find that immediately.
Yeah, and I like wore it to surprise my friends and they were like, where did you get that?
Next week you should wear that and I'll wear the beaver onesie.
Okay, great. Love that.
Sold. And
that was huge news from Chili's acknowledging us on Twitter.
Chili's, we've been Chili's stands for a long time.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
And they finally acknowledged us on Twitter, and that was epic. That made my week. I kind of low-key screamed. But that was our HLH. I have one NHL thing to talk about other than the Timo Meier stuff. Pasta is a Bruin, and he's a Bruin for a long time. Congratulations, Haley. $26.5 million in signing bonus. The Bruins got it done. I actually like this move. So congrats to you. I feel like that's huge news. So
yeah, huge. I was just talking to my mom about it recently, and just like how in my lifetime I've had so many of these guys that have stayed for so long with the franchise, with Marchand, Berge. Like, a lot of these guys have spent their whole careers in Boston, and I just it makes me happy that he's becoming a part of that and has seen their success and want to continue that. So also shout out to the Boston office for not being stupid and blowing that deal, because history has shown they tend to do that. So
yeah,
I know they tried to give him a really hard time, but he stuck it out and he I think it's an awesome deal. So
yeah, it's what I expected.
The city loves him. So all good vibes.
Yeah. And the city's a lot more fashionable when he's in town, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He's a treasure. So yeah, congrats. That was my only NHL thing. I think our only NHL thing. We got to start talking more basketball and hockey, but we just can't. When the playoffs get here after March Madness, maybe. But obviously the meat of our show every week is going to be NFL stuff. As a Jags podcast, we have some huge news. Calvin Ridley reinstated into the NFL. I freaked out. You freaked out. We freaked out. I actually uploaded a TikTok of me jumping on my bed, and I did that in that moment. I think I cried a little. The videos of him at the stadium today on my birthday also cried a little. How do we feel, party people?
I said that I think that it is a massive conspiracy for it to be your birthday gift. They have had this plan the whole time and just really wanted to make sure your week was. So shout out to our boy Trent for making some money moves.
Yeah.
We always believed in you, Trent.
I'm like half sold on Trent Baalke, okay? Some of the draft picks.
You don't want to say it yet. And we've talked about this before, why you don't want to say it, which is why I don't want to say it. But this I thought was awesome. I was like,
it was a smart move. I will say, a super smart move. I'm not upset about it at all. Even if he wasn't reinstated, which we all knew he would be, I think that it was worth the gamble. The reason that I have said before, I'm still like, it's because of some of the stuff with last year's draft. We'll see if Trayvon works out. We'll see if it was worth trading up for Devin Lloyd instead of just sticking with Chad Muma where we got him, what have you. That being said, Evan Engram, also franchise tagged. He's here. I think eventually we are going to owe him some money and keep him around. We're obviously going to have to keep in mind what we're going to have to pay Trevor when his rookie deal is over. Because as we've seen, the longer you wait to do it, the more money you're going to owe these guys. And it's obviously Trevor's talent is there. But I don't know. I'm not going to get into all of my conspiracy theories about Trevor's contract in this episode because I have a lot. But Evan Engram, I could not be happier. I know that means we're going to have to let someone walk. And I think that obviously Walker Little's going to have to step up. I think that's going to be the ultimate move that is going to leave us questioning how it's going to be next season. And I think that they're going to depend on him to play a bigger role in that line. And I'm okay with that. I think that he played well down the stretch. Haley, any thoughts on the Evan Engram situation?
No, just congrats to you.
Yeah.
I know you were really hoping for it, so I'm happy to see things go your way.
Yeah, I'm such a tight end heavy person. Like, I love an offense with a tight end. I'm mostly a defensive football person, but my favorite positions are kickers and tight ends. Like, I will ride and die for kickers and tight ends. So I've said this on a show before. I just hate that we haven't had someone like an all-star tight end. We had Mercedes Lewis, and that's probably the best that we've ever had. And now we have a real tight end, someone that wants to be in Jacksonville, someone that wants to play in Jacksonville. We've said that. He means it. I'm happy to have him. That's all I have to say there. I want to talk about some other NFL stuff before we kind of recap the combine a little bit. There was a lot of moves made this week, first of all. I think Daniel Jones might be the biggest overpay I've seen in a long time. A long time.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
It's crazy. I completely agree. I don't even know. I think that's a good way to sum it up. The biggest overpay I've seen in a long time. For sure. It makes me wonder how much they have. Just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I disagree with the move? No, because I'm in the camp, and Tyler, I don't know how about you feel about this, because this might be something that you can relate to, but I'm part of the camp where you don't pay a running back big money. And the conversation was between Daniel Jones and Saquon for contracts and franchise tags. And I think that keeping Daniel Jones around makes sense. But if he's making that kind of money, it's just like, what are some of these other guys going to get? How do you keep that in mind for your team? I mean, neither of you really have to worry about that right now, because the contract, like, Mac Jones isn't going to sign that kind of contract right now. Honestly, Jared Goff probably isn't going to ever sign a contract like that. But Trevor Lawrence is going to cost us a pretty penny at some point. And it's like, we're seeing what's going on with Lamar Jackson, which we can also talk about in a second. But it's like, if Daniel Jones is getting that kind of money, like, what the fuck are we doing here? And I get the quarterbacks are the most valuable position in football, but what the fuck?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. Because I know that you are so on this whole Trevor post-rookie contract situation and how much the franchise is going to have to pay. We talked about that when we talked about caps and all that stuff. But what kind of precedent is this going to like set? And also just kind of like going into negotiations, how do players be able to say like, hey, I'm worthy of this salary, but also Daniel Jones is getting, paid X amount. So I don't know. It's
shout out to his agent, honestly.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
The agent. Well done. He or she, whoever it is, they deserve a raise. They
deserve whatever of that.
They should get
$40 million.
Half of honestly, Daniel's contract. They should get that.
I will say, I did see a meme and I thought it was really fucking funny. And a lot of people might find this offensive. I don't really give a fuck, obviously. But it was a meme and I don't remember who made it or what it said. But it was like just another mid-white dude getting more money than they deserve. And I was just like... So, it makes sense. But that was kind of a huge breaking news thing this week. In relation to that, the Lamar Jackson... Is it non-inclusive or non-exclusive? What is it?
Non-exclusive.
Non-exclusive. That just sounds to me...
I think it's plenty inclusive. Yeah. It's open to anybody can have this tag designation.
Yeah, okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the options now are he is franchise tagged, but if someone comes along and offers him money, the Ravens can either choose to match that or not. And if they don't, and this team takes Lamar, they get the next 2 first-round picks as well.
Yes, I believe. My question with it, I know it's 2 first-round picks. I don't know where those picks come from, if they're like compensatory,
Yeah.
Right.
are just made up, or if the team has to give them 2 firsts. That's where my confusion is.
Yeah, that
But
makes
I kind
sense.
of lean they're compensatory.
Well, so
I just don't think we've ever
yeah,
seen this before.
I don't know, but I
So
also
at
saw
least I haven't.
yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this. And if you know of someone that we're clearly missing that this happened to, let us know. But I heard that a lot of people have been saying, and I heard Stephen A say this morning, and it's just what someone in Daniel Jones' camp told him. And so there's a lot of rumors going around that he was offered like 200 million guaranteed or whatever, which I think that the offer was 130 million guaranteed. At least that was the last confirmed to, and that could not be true, but that's what Daniel Jones' camp told Stephen A. Smith. So if that's the case, and Daniel Jones, or I mean, I'm sorry, I said Daniel Jones' camp. I meant Lamar Jackson's camp is telling Stephen A. Smith. I'm still thinking we're talking about Daniel Jones. But I was going to say, if Daniel Jones was paid that kind of money, then Lamar obviously deserves a better contract than Daniel Jones holds.
Right. And that's what's crazy about the Daniel Jones contract. Is because
Yeah,
is
dude.
Daniel Jones worthy of that money to begin with?
People talk about the Christian Kirk contract messing up the wide receiver market, but honestly, the Daniel Jones contract is doing the same thing, and nobody's saying it because
Exactly. To the
if
QB
he's
market.
getting
As is the
yeah,
Deshaun Watson contract.
Exactly.
yeah, and it's the same amount. Like that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating, especially because
Quarterbacks are just overpaid. Like the inflation for quarterbacks is just through the roof, and there's no stopping it.
they're gonna have to change how much you're allowed to spend on your roster, honestly, because some of these guys are like, you should be able to pay Saquon and Daniel Jones that amount of money, especially because these
Right.
not that I'm saying that I think the football players deserve more money. That's not what I'm saying. Like they already make fuck tons of money, obviously. But it's like when you fuck up the market like this, what do you expect? Like some of these other guys, you
Right.
should be able to pay Daniel Jones and Saquon the amount of money that they're worth, and then still, you know what I'm saying? Like it's fucked.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Saquon is more valuable, but you just don't spend that kind of money on that position.
Also, if it doesn't work out, it makes the Giants look so stupid.
Well, they already do look stupid.
Well,
they
that's the
already
thing.
do.
That's the thing. So, like, if you're gonna make a ballsy move like this, I would think that it would be in something more. I would feel more confident making a ballsy move like this with Saquon more than I would feel about making it with Daniel Jones.
I do too, but it's like at the same time, what are you gonna do? Who are you gonna go out and get? Or who are you going to draft that's going to put your team in a successful place to compete in the division that you're in right now? I just don't see, other than Daniel Jones. And that's the thing too, is that he kind of, I don't want to say he earned that money because he didn't earn what he got paid, but he had a good enough season for them last year that he can't, like, they can't really let him walk away.
Well, right. And that's what we talked about last week. And I said this too. My only free agency / trade deadline situation we predicted was Daniel and Saquon to the Giants, which means I got 1 out of 4. So I'm gonna call that a dub.
You predicted both of them, didn't you?
I said
yeah, we
both
both
of
did.
them. But overall, like I got Carr wrong, which we'll get into. I got Lamar wrong, which we are getting into.
I might be reading too much into it. Maybe Daniel Jones manufactured some sort of leverage and convinced the Giants front office that there were like no quarterbacks in this draft that were good. Like I agree with that take.
That's interesting.
Maybe he manufactured his own leverage,
or his agents did.
Tricked.
Yeah, true. The agents
front office.
I do agree that I don't think that any of these quarterbacks are long-term NFL quarterbacks. Sorry about it. I do have some notes about Anthony Richardson. But that being said, I do somewhat agree with that. I have one more thing I want to comment on the Lamar situation. Diana Rossini said today that pretty much all the other teams that we thought were interested in Lamar are said to not have interest in him any longer, which I think is interesting, but I'm not quite sure what that means. So it means something if those teams aren't interested, but I just don't know what yet. Obviously.
I feel like that might mean they have to give up the picks too. If that's what if they're really that scared of it.
Yeah.
I feel like one of them would be still in on him.
Yeah.
If it's
So,
true, it could just be a fake headline.
yeah.
But
Other quarterback news, Derek Carr to the Saints, which didn't seem like somewhere that he was originally really looking at or talking to, but it happened so quick. But honestly, if he's not in a Raiders uniform, I think that he makes so much sense in a Saints uniform. I don't know if it looks like because he's always wearing eyeliner or what it is, but it makes sense. It looks like a Halloween, like it just gives Halloween vibes.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm in the same boat. I don't know why that wasn't even on my radar for somewhere for him to go. But I don't know New Orleans is interesting because I feel like they can either run the ball decently well or throw the ball decently well, depending on where they put their weapons. And I feel like they've been kind of lacking in the quarterback department recently, obviously. And seeing Derek Carr's ability to throw the football, I think will be interesting to see what they can do with that. But again, it's different coaching down there than it was when Drew Brees was there. So we can't necessarily always assume that whoever goes to New Orleans is going to be a franchise quarterback. But
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's an interesting situation, especially because he's not that young. Like, do you think that this is going to be the last contract he signs? Because I kind of do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he doesn't do well here, like this is kind of like your last shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the vibe I get.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It makes a lot of sense for him to be there. I don't see it. I don't see him winning a Super Bowl. I don't see New Orleans winning a Super Bowl with Derek Carr.
Yeah. I think it'll be interesting to see him on any team other than Vegas because he was so unsupported there. I feel like.
Or Oakland, RIP.
Oakland, RIP, man.
Yeah. So not a whole lot of thoughts. Just Jameis Winston ? Andy Dalton ? The end. Aaron Rodgers came out of his cave and is now expected to be talking with the Jets rather quickly. It was reported by a couple different people that originally thought that he would be a Packer next season. Talks somehow went south very quickly, and it was no longer how can we make this deal, but how can we make this breakup kind of a little bit more pleasant for both parties. I do think him pulling a Brett Favre and becoming a Jet makes sense. I could see him living in New York. I feel like drug culture is very popular in New York, so he could probably do some darkness DMT like during the bye week because there's probably a shaman there and he wouldn't have to travel very far. So I do think that him also still in green makes sense, but does this mean that he also has to be a Viking and or put dick pics on the internet? ?
Time is a flat circle.
It's true. It really is. Simulation.
I don't think playing for the Jets prohibits your ability to send dick pics and put them on the internet.
Definitely doesn't, because that's what fucking Brett Favre did. So Aaron Rodgers, maybe if he does too much DMT, that's what's gonna happen. Like Tyler said, flat circle. Where's your tinfoil?
Still didn't bring it in.
Tyler.
Yeah.
You had one job.
I need one of you to remind me to do that before.
You had one week. Job.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Why
a TikTok.
is that our job?
I don't know. I need to be reminded about tinfoil. I don't think about tinfoil.
It's in your car?
What? Oh my God, because he leaves everything in his car for days, like the paper towels.
Yeah.
There's a fresh box of High Noons in my car that's been there for a good week and a half.
Wow. Is that legal? Are you
okay?
As long as they're in the back. As long as they're in the back, it's legal.
Okay. Stay strapped with the High Noons.
I think. Don't quote me on that. Don't take law advice from me, first off.
I'm not a lawyer.
I think I do have to tell people that since I just gave law advice. That was not law advice. So.
Is that a weed? We already talked about Tom Brady. Geno Smith staying in Seattle, kind of saw that coming. Also, there's rumors that Tennessee is shopping Derrick Henry. But I think that it would be fucking sick if Derrick Henry left the Titans. I would fucking throw a rager. That would be incredible. I would love to watch them cry real tears.
Oh, they ride so hard for him.
And eat mayonnaise. People are like, bring Derrick Henry home. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, that would be kind of sick.
That would be awful. I would hate that. There's been also fuck those people. I texted you guys yesterday that I hate the people who are making up the Derrick Henry to Jacksonville rumors or the Jalen Ramsey to Jacksonville. No.
They're just saying that because they're like, I don't know about Jalen, but isn't Derek from Florida?
He's from Jacksonville, but it's like, I don't want to pay him that much. He's old. I get that he fucking rocks. We have ETN for now. Zip it.
You have ETN for now, and you will just I think people should just draft running backs, like draft one every year.
Show love to the running back.
Draft one every year.
Love to the running back.
I have a conspiracy theory about the Jags drafting a running back that we will get to. So circle back in a second.
So stay tuned for that.
I have one other question and then we can talk, or one other thing I want to say and then we can talk about it. I'm still in my fucking hater era. Travis Kelce's SNL clips were kind of creepy. The doll skit was creepy and he looked really weird. I'm a Travis Kelce stan. Very nice man when we met him at Fenway. But the doll scene really rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not going to lie to you. It was I didn't like it.
I don't know if that's a criticism of Travis Kelce, though, because Saturday Night Live has just been in the shit for years.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time it was like an actual good product.
Yeah, it just wasn't my favorite thing, but that's all I had to say. Couple combine notes, because we did talk about the combine last week. Just want to circle back to it. So I'll start with my Jags conspiracy theory. Bijan Robinson, I don't think would fall to Jacksonville. But if he did, I have said before, and I'll say it again, that I am very pro taking the best talent over taking what you need if someone falls to you, because either you get a great player on a rookie deal who will be cheap for a while, and maybe if you can afford to keep him, fine. But if not, you get so much in return. And the worst case scenario is that you have two people to decide between that are excellent at their job. So if Bijan Robinson, like I said, don't think he will be available at that spot, but if he is, I honestly would not be mad if the Jags took him, just because you don't want to pay running backs. And honestly, like, we don't really know what ETN's issue is with turnovers. It could fix itself in the offseason, whatever. It's his first true, offseasons that he's not rehabbing an injury. Fine, I'll give it to him. I give every rookie 3 years. But I don't.
This is true. Everything you're saying is true. But I even think, I'm even in the camp that spending what you would for a first round running back is too expensive. I'm not picking a running back until at least the second. I don't know.
Then, we're what, like 25?
You're the 25th pick?
Yeah,
that's probably 25. Where I see Bijan going. I don't think he should go there, though. I don't think he should be taken before the second. Personally, I think he will go. He's going to be the first running back to go, of course, and he will go probably in that like 17 to 29 range. But I don't like it. I think it's a pretty deep running back class too. You could find someone who could produce equally as well as Bijan Robinson somewhere later in the draft.
I don't know. Conspiracy.
He is good though. I do think he will play really well for whoever he goes to. So if I just don't like him because it's going to cost more money, but as just a player, I think he will be amazing for you guys. So.
Speaking of people I don't love, I have said for a long time that I love Anthony Richardson because he's fun. He's an athletic freak. He had like the highest, I don't remember what the type of jump is called.
Vertical.
Yes.
Vertical jump.
Yes. I'm very smart.
It was what, like 44-inch or something?
40. Yeah.
It's the record for anybody at the combine.
Correct.
And he's a quarterback, which usually isn't the athletic guys.
Athletic freak.
Or as athletic.
I'm just not sold on him in the NFL.
You shouldn't be.
I just think that this class has so few quarterbacks that the inflation is unreal. And he has a higher ceiling than a lot of the other guys.
That's the only reason I like him. And the only reason he's my QB1 is because of his ceiling is just like exponentially higher than everybody else. But his floor is also probably exponentially lower than
I agree with
pretty much
that.
everybody except for maybe Will Levis,
Or
Yeah.
Stetson
who is
Bennett,
also
to be honest.
well, I even think he's got a higher floor than they do.
Really, I
Personally,
don't.
I even think he might have a higher floor than like CJ Stroud and Bryce Young.
I think if he gets hit one
I
time,
kind of
he's
like
done
Stetson
for.
Bennett. I kind of like
I-
Stetson Bennett. I'm kind of like growing on him, or he's growing on me.
I feel the same way about him. that
Not
I
before
do-
the 6th, don't get me wrong. If like the 5th, 6th round comes along, he's there, and I'm like a Baltimore. That's his old offensive coordinator at Georgia, who won in 2 national championships with him.
I'm
The
also
Lamar
not sold on
situation's
Bryce
in the
Young
air.
either, though, just because he's so little. He's smaller than Kyler Murray was.
That's crazy, yeah.
He's so
Did you see him
little.
at the podium when he was doing his press conferences wearing those like elevator shoes or whatever they're called?
Yes. They have like the big platforms on them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Poor
so
guy.
sad.
He
And-
walked right into that too.
I know.
He had to have known. He had to have known that was going to happen.
Yeah, it's just tough. I don't know. I don't like a small quarterback. You can say what you want about Drew Brees and whoever. No thanks.
If Detroit drafts him, I'm going to be so mad, dude. You don't even understand. Because Detroit, like they're saying they're not going to take a quarterback, and Dan is committed to Jared Goff for the time being. If they curveball us and take one of these quarterbacks, I'm going to be so mad.
Would that be the ultimate sad cat clip?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it'd be very sad cat of them to do this to me. But
To do this,
I'm gonna be so mad.
I can't
be
believe
so
you've
mad.
done this.
I can't believe you've done this. Yeah, that would be fucking hilarious. Though I would kind of laugh. Any other combine thoughts that anyone wants to talk about?
My only other thing, Darnell Washington. I've fallen in love with this guy. He's the tight end out of Georgia.
Yeah,
Who kind of was overshadowed a lot by
Yeah.
Our friend Brock Bowers.
yep,
This kid is nuts athletic.
yeah. Well, so I don't know if you heard the quote from someone that's been floating around that asked if the freak tight end from Georgia was going to be at the combine, and I think it was Kirby, and he was like, "No, he can't come out until next year." And then he was like, "No, the other freak tight end." And he was like, "Oh, okay." If that
Yeah.
tells you how stacked the Georgia is with talent.
They're honestly kind of a tight end machine right now. Because I forget his name, but they got a kid behind Brock Bowers now who like also could just be another like freak.
Dynasty, some are saying. Well, I love a good tight end.
That's the new Alabama, Georgia.
Football tweet. SEC supremacy.
Just means more.
It does. Bussin' and amazing, some are saying. A couple NBA thoughts before we move into our closing segments. Haley, last week I told you that if the Celtics lost to the Brooklyn Nets, I wasn't going to let you forget it because they don't have Kevin Durant. They don't have Kyrie Irving. It's literally Ben Simmons. And they did. And now they're on a pretty decent losing streak. I want to know what your thoughts are. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, how comfortable you are with the team right now. What do you think this revolves around? Go.
Yeah, super embarrassing and a bummer. To lose basically Knicks, Nets, Knicks again. It was kind of like just I would imagine if I had balls, it would be what getting kicked in the balls feels like, because it was just every game I was like, they can't lose. There's no way. And then obviously we had last night against, who the hell did we play last night?
I don't know.
I can't even think about it.
Not watching the Celtics last night.
Was it the Cavs?
Yeah, it was the Cavs. Thank you. We go into double OT with the Cavs. I just looked up Celtics. I forgot they're also playing tonight against Portland. But they went into double OT against the Cavs. They were up by 20 plus points, lost the entire lead by the fourth. And that's how every single game I feel like in the last 5 games, we're 1-4 in the last 5. Every single loss has felt like that. Every single first half, we are.
Same with the Nets game the other night.
That's what I'm saying. It's becoming a pattern, and to answer your question, that's what stresses me out, especially as we head into like potential playoff season. And with injuries coming in and out of the league as they have been this year, and we obviously have Jason out, sitting out, Williams, I think they might have sat out, a couple other people that we're now losing to injury. And it's just kind of like, if we can't even beat, like you said, a Nets team without Kevin Durant and without Kyrie, then I don't know. But I love the Celtics, and I'm just hoping that it gets better. Hopefully we have a win tonight. If we don't win tonight, when this comes out on Saturday, I'm sure you'll either be laughing or crying, depending on your view. But I really hope we win.
Well, I was gonna say, not that this is a good thing because I'm obviously a Bucks fan, but you guys are having some issues, and the Bucks are also having issues, and I feel like it's been these two teams kind of competing for the top of the East for a hot second. Last night Giannis was out with an illness. Drew Holiday had neck soreness. We have Golden State this week. I'm not super concerned because obviously Golden State doesn't play in the East. I just like kind of watching your team play, a Western team that is a good team that could win a championship this year, that obviously has won a lot with the talent on the team. It's just kind of nice to see where your team stacks up against other good teams at this point in the season. So I'm not really worried about it, but I am a little worried about how beat up we are, but I think everyone's beaten up. I mean, you look at what's going on with the Lakers and it's like, all right, we'll pack it up, season's over, whatever. But I think it's hard to not be concerned when your team's beaten up, but I'm not worried yet, I should say. So that was us talking basketball.
Yeah, basketball. Love it. Go Celtics. So great.
Couple closing things, our tea party segment before we talk about Survivor, and then we wrap things up. Haley, your tea party, the lore is fucking insane. So
yeah, I won't go into all of it. If you're interested in it, look it up.
I'm gonna eat my popcorn for this.
There's so much to unpack, but basically, if you haven't heard, it's all over Twitter, it's all over social media, that one of Bravo's reality shows, Vanderpump Rules, two of their stars were having a up to 6-month affair with each other. And the male in that party, Tom Sandoval, he had a 7-year plus girlfriend who he was very serious with, that he was cheating on. So that's kind of what has come out in the news this week. Every blog and every single thing that follows all this reality TV stuff, which, if you didn't know, is a lot of people are like really obsessed with this stuff. I have not been able to get it off my timeline. I love Vanderpump Rules. I have watched every season. I went to Lisa Vanderpump's restaurants in Las Vegas when I went for Christmas. So I'm like so deep in this lore. Absolutely shocked. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And the whole time they're filming. So good for Bravo. You're going to get lots of money out of this. And new episodes are still coming out every Wednesday. So I think we're going to pretty much watch this unravel as it does.
I don't watch this show. I've seen a few episodes back from like the first few seasons, but I did see a TikTok video of him like getting screamed at a concert the other night. I don't remember what they were saying, but he kind of was just, I think he like apologized to Ariana in the mic, and then I know that he made a statement too.
Yeah, he basically got on stage and was like, "Do you know what it's like to be the most hated man in the world right now?" Like, he was trying to have like his whole rock star moment with it, and it just ended up being super cringy. We found out this week that Raquel, who is the female in the party that is cheating with Tom, she is actually named Rachel, and changed her name to Raquel, told people her name was Raquel because it sounded more unique and cool for when she got casted onto the show. So now we find that out. Like, there's just so many levels of like absolute craziness. She came out today and was like, "I'm going to therapy. I'm working on myself." Meanwhile, while the season is premiering, she's trying to hook up with someone else on the show who's getting out of a divorce. So she fired her PR team, got a new PR team. Like, it is an absolute disaster. And that's what I have to say on that.
Is it a bad time to start the show?
No, it'll never be a bad time to start.
Maybe I'll start this season just because I want to see this unfold IRL.
I'm gonna insert a new low here. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I just got a text from my ex-boyfriend. This is great Haley DeMello lore. And he is convinced that the world is ending. Like seriously, like really deep into like the world ending. So I just got a text and I was worried it was something about our dog. And it's like a video about like the Chinese government.
Of course.
I can't. But anyway, so that's
What
why I
is
was
the Chinese
distracted.
government
I was
saying?
like,
Hold on.
I was
Wait,
like,
I
what
need
is
to
that?
know.
We need to know what the article says.
Oh
Pull it up,
man,
pull it up.
co-parenting at its
Yeah.
finest, ladies and gents.
Wait, I
Well,
got a
we need to
crazy
pull up the
email about
article.
putting a guy in a cock cage this week so we can exchange
In a
crazy
what?
shit. In a cock cage.
Like
You have me
chickens?
beat already.
No. He wants me literally sent this to my business Gmail saying that he
yeah.
wanted to me to download an app to have like and he was like, I'll pay you to do this, whatever, from like I think it's like definitely like a FinDom email, but he was like, I'll pay you and you can like let me out of this chastity cage every 2 weeks for cleaning and just unlock it on the app, but I have to pay you to unlock it. And I was just like, this is fucking nuts. It was like an email like this long.
Hey, if all you gotta click is a button, I feel like that's a pretty good deal.
Tyler, I'll let you do it.
Personally,
We can split the money.
hell yes. I'm in.
Oh my god.
Okay, but wait, what's the conspiracy theory?
Yeah, what is his conspiracy theory? We need to know.
About what?
Did
The
he
thing
not?
he sent you.
Yeah, why does he think the world's ending?
Oh, I just in general with like the Ohio train crash and now the Chinese government is gonna I don't know, like literally it's a different thing every week that he sends.
Is he scared of TikTok?
No, but he's one of those people that can very easily get sucked into TikToks that are like obviously not factual, but he doesn't
so he's a
have
victim
the
of the
ability
Chinese
to be like,
government.
this is fake. And like he'll show me something and I'm like, that's fake. Absolutely fake. So
okay.
Real fun. My other Tea Party thing that I had is today it was announced that Nick Cannon is going to be starring in a show hosted by Kevin Hart where they are essentially Bachelor Price is Right combo style looking for his next /13th baby mama. Thoughts?
Does this man not know that we are in a recession?
Kim, there's people that are dying.
Like, honestly, though, how do you afford to have 13 children? I know that someone's paying him to do this show and but like, I feel like you're just paying for your consent to be used by a famous person for breeding. I don't know. This just feels creepy.
So they're finding a new mother. There isn't one. It's not worth trying to figure out who the current one is.
No.
I thought it was like a game show where there was one that's pregnant by him, but we got to figure out which one it is.
No.
That would be way cooler.
That's what I thought this was.
That would be so horrible if
like if you got it's like a lineup, like a
home.
prison lineup. You bring out like 5 pregnant women, and you got to figure out which one is Nick Cannon's.
But instead, it's Nick Cannon's bachelor moment. This is bullshit. I want what Tyler wants. That feels way cooler.
That's insane.
I feel like that's better for a show. This is just going to be like a bad version of The Bachelor.
It's like The Masked Singer.
I can't say
it's like The Masked Singer, but with children.
Yeah.
As much of a hater as I am, I would watch that.
Oh, I'd watch the shit out of it.
I would watch the
9 months
shit
to guess. But you get hints like The Masked Singer. It's literally...
And the further we get on in the process, in the pregnancy, the less points you get when you guess it correctly.
Yes, because then you could like try and put together if they were ever in the same city at the same time with like tracking flights and shit. The lore.
Yes.
TikTok kids would be all over this shit.
Oh, they're a bunch of Mythbusters. They would love this to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Trust me, I know. I'm on Masked Singer TikTok because for some reason I got really stoned and watched The Masked Singer. Team Medusa forever.
I'm so dead.
Take edibles and watch The Masked Singer. I swear to God, it's a great experience.
I want to just real quick shout out to my friend Liz, who's at the Celtics game right now, and said that a bunch of people around her made her cheers their drinks to International Women's Day. So shout out.
Hell yes.
W.
Happy International Women's Day, women.
Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, I love being born on International Women's Day. It's kind of sick.
So
all right. Last thing we want to talk about before we get to the sad cat bet of the week: Survivor reactions. I think we put our main 3 on Twitter last week. We'll do the same this week. We also will find, I am leading the Survivor poll.
By a lot. Well,
Are me and
maybe
Haley
by
tied?
a lot for me.
We're tied.
By a lot for me.
Simmer down there, Chief.
So
Simmer down
something was
there,
going
Chief.
on with Facebook. Something was going on with Facebook last week. When I sent you, the scores I sent you are not accurate.
Oh,
been
wait,
changed.
really?
They've been changed, yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm
Am
looking
I
for the
in
Facebook
last?
app. No, I am in last with a
great.
solid 17
Yeah,
points.
Tyler's terrible at this game. I
Tyler won
massacred
last
him
time we
week.
played.
In my defense, I picked a guy who got severely concussed.
Yeah.
I did that as well.
I mean, the
Well-
thing is, last week was the craziest first episode, but also the most boring considering what happened. I think it's weird how many people got hurt. I feel the trainers definitely earned their paycheck. People using their shot in the dark first episode is stupid.
Wild move.
The cages are also very confusing to me. You get an idol, but a fake idol, but like if you open it alone,
don't
it
get
works out. I don't know. I'm confused.
Score update. Kendra, you are in the lead with 80 points in our fantasy league. Haley has 50. My friend Cameron has 44. And me, I have 17.
Whoever loses has to apply to Survivor.
I've already
No
done that.
shot. I would not last a
You
one.
have
already
to
done
apply
it.
to a reality TV show.
I would
I'll
literally
apply
show
to
up and be
Love
like,
Island.
Ooh, I want to apply for Big Brother. All right, so if we lose, you have to apply for a reality TV show.
Okay.
Deal?
Fair
Are we
enough.
shaking on it?
Have you seen that viral clip of the girl telling her boss she made it onto Love Island?
But no, but I want to. But you don't get to fill out your application. The 2 non-losers get to fill it out.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
All right,
And
so
either way,
that's
Tyler can help with the submission video.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, in fact.
Yep. All right. Is this us shaking on it? Because I'm shaking on it.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
is
mean,
this
I'll
March
apply to
Madness?
all
Is that
of the
what we're
above
saying?
just for
Or
fun.
Survivor?
This is for Survivor.
Okay.
No, our March
We'll
Madness
get to March
bracket-
Madness next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So those are our Survivor reactions for this point in the season. It's very early, not a whole lot's going on, but the lore is building. To wrap up the show, Tyler has his sad cat bet of the week with a twist.
Yeah, it's not really a sad cat bet of the week because there are a few bets, but I don't know where you would go to bet on this. I'm sure you can in like offshore books if you're so inclined, but this week I've got Oscar picks because the Oscars are on Sunday.
You can also make them via ESPN and bet with your friends.
Yeah, they're doing like a Survivor pool is not the word. It's just like a pick'em, I guess. It's not
It's a
for
pick'em.
not for money.
Not for money,
Um,
but you can make it for money.
If you feel so inclined, go for it. My best picture, Everything Everywhere All at Once, that's my lock. I'm also on Michelle Yeoh winning Best Actress. Best Score, I've also convinced myself it's going to be Everything Everywhere. I really like that at I'm seeing plus 2,900. I think Babylon will lose to it, unfortunately. But I'm also taking for production design Babylon and best animated feature. I'm taking my favorite movie of the year, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
All right. Why is that your favorite movie of the year?
Well, it's Puss in Boots. It's obviously it's a cat movie. Sad cat bet of the week is Puss in Boots. Winning
lock.
best animated feature film. I legitimately thought it should be nominated for Best Picture. I think the story is better than almost every other story outside of like 2 or 3 at the top of Best Picture.
What if
My picks are entirely based on, in an ideal world, what would make Tyler the most upset.
Okay. I don't know
So-
anything you guys are talking about, but go for it.
I'm not going to go through mine, but I do have Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio beating Puss in Boots because
It's probably
the
going
Academy,
to happen.
the Academy loves Guillermo, and he's
Yeah.
so cute, and he's just such an awesome guy. So
Which for such a cute guy, he makes some weird movies.
yeah, he's a very creative, dark mind, but that would absolutely destroy Tyler. I think if Puss in Boots loses on Sunday,
I've accepted it. I've accepted. Puss in
have
Boots
you?
is a long shot. No, Puss in Boots is a long shot to
I don't
win.
think it is. I think it's those two. It
You
can
think it's
go
those
either way.
two? It is also behind. What is that Disney movie? Turning Red, I think.
No,
In the
that
betting
has
odds, I think
way
it
less.
is it.
Yeah.
There's a movie that it's in between those two. I can't remember which one it is. Oh,
Unless maybe
Marcel
your
the
numbers
Shell.
are different.
Marcel the
but-
Shell with shoes. That's the one.
I love Marcel the Shell.
Have you seen Marcel the Shell?
Hmm,
Oh, it's a great movie.
I love Marcel.
But no, I've accepted. Puss in Boots is probably not going to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really hoping Brandon Fraser. I have the Brandons. I really hope Brandon Fraser takes lead for the Whale, and I really hope Brendan Gleeson takes it for Banshees of Inisherin. He was absolutely amazing. He played Mad Eye Moody in Harry Potter, so he's super talented. But it should be a shit show either way. The Oscars always
for
have something
sure.
wild going on. First Oscars post Will Smith slap.
Yeah, what do you think? Over under like 5 jokes about the
Um,
slap?
I think the actual question is the over under on how long it takes me to literally want to mute the television because Jimmy Kimmel is hosting. And
I
every
don't
time
know
Jimmy
if I
Kimmel
want to listen
hosts,
with audio at
he's
all.
awful. He's so awful.
I think he's the worst late night show host. He's the worst host of anything.
Apparently he's very mean in real life.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've got major beef with Kimmel.
Is he on the list?
Should be.
Should be.
He isn't right now. We might have to make an amendment.
We do
Watch
need an
out, Jimmy.
updated list.
We
We'll
do
see
need
how
an
Sunday
updated
goes.
list. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how Sunday goes because
Ooh.
there's a few things that could happen on Sunday that could drastically affect the list, especially if Avatar beats out Babylon for production design,
Which I also have because it would devastate Tyler.
Yeah.
Mm.
You have a lot of Avatar on your list that should not be there.
I haven't seen a single
You got
Avatar.
Avatar for best sound, which is, or no, you've got Top Gun for best sound. Never mind.
I have Top Gun
Which
for best
Top
sound.
Gun, very loud movie. I'll give it that.
They
It's got
always give
very
it to the
loud
loudest
sound.
movie. The war movie or the loud fighter
It's got.
jet?
I think it's gonna be the war movie. All
They give
Quiet
it
on the
to
Western Front.
I can see them also doing that because it has quiet in the title.
And they love the Academy loves a war movie. They love
A
war.
war movie.
They love a good war movie. I think that if anything's gonna like be a massive curveball for Best Picture, it's gonna be All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh, that would be so boring.
It would be, but it would be a massive curveball. I think it's like plus 10,000.
Yeah, I feel like you can't go based off those those odds for this kind of thing.
I feel like Vegas knows what they're talking about, though.
All right. Well, those are our Oscar thoughts.
Any other closing thoughts?
Tyler and I will be live tweeting on Sunday.
Absolutely, yes.
So
Okay.
Expect it.
My closing thought is go Ben DiNucci on Saturday night.
Oh yes, let's go, Ben.
wow.
Let's go, Ben.
Ben
That's
DiNucci.
a good one.
This is a
In
Ben
prime
DiNucci
time.
podcast.
Yeah.
This is a
Pro Ben DiNucci podcast. Come on the show, Ben.
Stars of the midnight rainbow.